there, hello. Well, it's another week. It's only Tuesday. I'm not at training because it's 5th Tuesday, so we get that off. But we got another little fire burning up here, Black Mountain Fire. And it's kind of smoky out there. It's smoky. It's been like the summer of smoke, but not as bad here as in some other areas, so that's a plus, I guess. Anyway, I'm heading up to Joe's shop to work on the race car. Haven't worked on it for a while. Got a few things to do. Pretty excited about that. And yeah, got a few projects lined up for the week. So follow along as we do stuff, and yeah, who knows? Might do something interesting. Might be boring. I don't know. I got more solar components to install, so that's always good. So, during the course of this build and subsequent races, there has been a long-standing mystery. The mystery of the T-handle tool. Did you just find it? Did I just find it? Well, let's take a look. Okay, here. Oh, snap! We found it. I think Joe secretly thought maybe I stole it or something. But nope, it's right there.
We're just like in the shop.
Hey guys, you are watching history happening, history being made right now, because tonight, myself and Mr. Zach Swatsky are recording the very first pilot episode of his podcast. What's your podcast?
The Pit Guys.
The Pit Guys, that's right, the Pit Guys.
We're the Pit Guys.
Because we're the Pit Guys. Like the pit rats. And the reason why the driver and co-driver are left out is because they're the rock stars. They're in the limelight all the time. Everyone's like, ooh, they're so cool. They drive race cars. And then they're like, what do you guys do? And we're like, well, we're in the pit crew. And people are like, ew, you're gross. So we have to feature ourselves through other methods. So it's going to be cool.
Okay, we're recording.
Jeff, stop it. We are recording a podcast.
This is serious work here, man.
Seriously. Gosh, the freaking driver and co-driver, or co-dog, think they are like rock stars or something.
So here we are for our first ever podcast. I don't count the 30-second recording I made last night in my garage by myself. I'm Zach.
And I'm Hopper.
And we are the Pit Guys.
That's right.
And we are going to try this podcast thing out. A lot of you said you'd be interested. We're also videoing it for Hopper's YouTube channel.
Doing stuff with Hopper. Check it out.
Smash that like and subscribe.
Heck yes.
Now you guys are going to notice we've got a little background noise here because Jeff and Joe, our driver and co-driver, are actually working on the car.
Crazy.
I mean, maybe work is a strong word.
I found it. They're attempting to do something.
Yeah.
All we're doing is looking for bolts.
So for those of you who don't know, we are on the Rocky Mountain Speed and Fab number 4955 race car. It's an Ultra 4 4900 UTV. And Hopper and I are the pit crew. Jeff and Joe are the driver and co-driver.
All right, that's yours, Zach.
Yep.
Okay,
So yeah, we built this car in 45 days. We went to King of the Hammers 2021. On the way home, Joe said, "Hey,
all right, I'm heading in to get a haircut. It's been needing to happen for some time, and now I'm getting around to it. And I'll get these guys chopped off my chops, chop my chops off. Maybe I'll donate them to Chops for Charity. So some poor kid will have lamb chops maybe. Anyway, I'll let you know how it goes." got my hair cut. How do you like it? Looks great, huh? Yes. I got my chops cut off and I donated them to Chops for Love or whatever. I don't know. Some poor kid has chops now, I guess. Good morning, friends. So here we are back at it with the old axle swap prep. And I'm going to try my flush cut tip right here. We'll see how well it works. So it works great. However, it doesn't work so good for this guy. It worked pretty good for this, but not so much for this. This is solid, so when you're trying to blow out the bead inwards, there's nowhere for the exhaust to go. So I'm gonna set it up on the plasma gouge feature and try that. But for this, it works well, except for the fact that's a pretty big hog of a tip, and it doesn't really fit in that tight spot. Over here it'll be really nice, plenty of room on either side, but either way it's way easier than the alternative, which is the death wheel and an oxy-fuel torch. So I'm happy. Yeah, so it seems to be working well. It's just you gotta take your time so you don't cut into the axle tube. I won't bore you with the rest of the process, but I'd say that the flush cut tip is a solid win. Well, we got the old mounts cut off. Now we gotta do a little bit of grinding, and she's gonna be clean, ready to go. I've got the new mounts, like I said, new spring perches, new shock mounts. I'm waiting to put those on. I'm gonna mock the axle up under the truck before I do that. I have to say the Hypertherms flush cut, wonderful, revolutionary. I highly recommend it. Got some parts in the mail today, got some brake lines, new calipers, more brake lines. I'm a little worried. This is the breather hole, and when I had it flipped over, it was just puking gear oil out of it. It shouldn't be doing that. That means that the inner differential housing seal is potentially bad, letting all the gear oil go into the axle tube. I think. Anyway, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'll pop this case cover off and take a gander. So yeah, I'm gonna bring my truck in tomorrow, park it in the back, and start by taking the bed off. And then from there, we just keep rolling. Anyway, that's it for this episode, doing stuff with Hopper. And I will see you next time. Until then, I will see you round like a donut.